you have to realize that God has never slept a day in his life, or its life, ever. The concept of sleep is only in the realm of duality, the realm of the pulsing energy, the realm of the here and not here, But consciousness itself, God, has never slept a day in his life. Doesn't even know what sleep is. So that brings us on to karma. In this experience, right, called life, you are here primarily to discover who and what you are. Okay? So just like how we have different games in the world, this game is the game of eternal sleep until you find out who you are, so you can truly wake up. Ascension 101. Yeah? Okay. A video came up on my thing the other day. Can't remember the guy's name, but it was really good. And he was like, you gotta realize that God, consciousness, is all things, having access to all things. It's only logical that, I'm paraphrasing, that consciousness will play a game like this. He wasn't talking about, he said, consciousness in his hand has time and it can stretch it, pull it, whatever. So it kind of like uses it for its experience. But just to add on to that, there was one time when I fell into a trance, a deep trance. It wasn't even like, I wasn't even trying to, I went into a deep state of meditation and I fell into it. And it's almost like falling into the primordial allness of allness, right? There was no color. There was no light. It was just pure awareness, bro. Pure awareness and experience and change. Just pure. I couldn't see anything, but I knew I could see. There was no such thing as feelings. There was no such thing as identity. I was everywhere at once. Like, for instance, I wanted to be over there, but there was no over there. There were no coordinates. There were no signs to pin me at, oh yeah, you're over there. But I wanted to be there, and just by having the thought of I want to be there or find out what's over there, I was there, right? And it was a very strange experience, to the point where it was almost uncomfortable, because it was a bit overwhelming for my being to absorb. It was like, whoa, what the fuck? Like, yo, because I was still tethered to my being somewhere, somehow, yeah? Okay, so in that realization, and I've had other people that I've spoken to that have confirmed this sensation to me. I think there was a person I spoke to once, and he said he had something happen to him. I can't remember, something traumatic, and he fell into that space, and it scared him. He was scared, when he came back into his physical, he was scared, because if that's all there is, then, and, yeah, it's a crazy feeling, yeah? Because I think the reason why I feel so crazy is because we try to use our human, I'm looking at a PCB on the floor, how crazy. In the middle of the woods. Oh God. And guys, you never guess what I'm looking at. Anyway, doesn't matter. And I'm heading to a town now anyway, so you're probably going to hear some cars and stuff. But yeah, that sensation is very overwhelming. Very, very overwhelming, yeah? For the being, for the physical. Now, when I say God has never slept, in that place there's no such thing as sleep. There's no up, there's no down, there's no left, there's no right. There's just awareness, consciousness, yeah, and change, because you are like experiencing yourself, but in some strange way. Now, when all of that happened and I came back, I started to realize a lot of things. And one of the things is karma. For want of a better word, I don't know the word. I mean, some people say karma means action. I don't know, or whatever. But I'm looking at karma as like, the reflection. Whatever you do unto others, you're going to experience, because there is no other. Other is merely a thought. Yeah, I've explained this extensively in one of my videos. Can't remember the title. It's in there somewhere. Because if you are all there is, which you are, everything that's external to you is just a thought. Yeah, and I've explained it with the keyhole analogy and stuff like that. Now, when you realize that a human being, i.e. a person in this physical place, the only thing that separates them is their sense of identity, yeah? The meaning they give to their flesh, okay? There's nothing else to add. It's the meaning you give to your flesh. You think that your flesh is, and you're this person and that person, and you've got this, and you're so educated, and you're so this, bollocks. Yeah? So that thing gives you a sense of like importance, entitlement, whatever it is, right? Now, here's the really interesting part. When you do something to another person, yeah, you're doing it to a reflection in the mirror, okay? Which is still you, but another perspective of the all, yeah? Okay, because you are just one perspective of the all. The all can't come through all of you. Like the same way I can't look through a keyhole and see the whole world. I'll only see a snippet. As far as the keyhole will allow me to see is what I'll see. That picture is going to be skewed. It's not going to be the complete picture. Yeah? So, when you attack the mirror, yeah? We're talking about karma here now. Yeah? When you attack the mirror, you don't achieve anything anyway. You're pouring your creative juices away, yeah? You're just attacking. There's nothing you're doing anyway. You haven't achieved anything. But you will experience it, because the mirror is a two-way mirror. This is the beauty of it, yeah? When I explained to you that all is mind, yeah, the black hole is experiencing the emergent point. The emergent point is experiencing the black hole. They're one and the same, yeah? So you go and attack it, pour all your acid onto the mirror and feel like, yes, got him, taught him a lesson, asshole, taught her a lesson, prick. Okay. And you carry on with your life. That energy you've poured into that mirror can't affect anybody else but you, yeah? So let me give you an example. A child is born in some pretty shitty circumstances, yeah? And, maybe their parents are not there, or parents are this or that, neglecting them and stuff like that. To us, from our limited perspective, it is unfair. It is unreasonable. It's almost cruel that kid had to go through that. Yeah? What did that kid do to deserve that? Poor innocent child. Oh wow, I found a new place. I love when this happens. Okay, we'll explore this another day. Yeah, it's unfair. It's unfair. It's unfair. Because we're looking at it from a limited perspective. Would it make you feel any different if I told you that what you're looking at is the transaction, or the transaction, if you like, at the two-way mirror of the child and their own self. Yeah, that's what you're seeing. So the parents that have done all that kind of stuff to that child, and the child being on the receiving end, it's happening simultaneously. Yeah, but because time's in a way, you can't really, but that child did the same thing. Yeah, and it did it to itself. But when I say that child, I don't mean the identity of that child. Listen to what I'm saying, because the identity of that child is still, it's a new suit. Yeah, that suit has not done anything, but the awareness inside that child, when it was in a lower state, did it to itself. That awareness has respawned, and as a result has to experience what it did to itself, because it can't do it to anybody else. It's common sense, guys. Yeah, I'm not saying that, I'm saying that when people get violated, or it's they deserve it. What I'm saying is this: when people go through these sorts of things, you have to recognize that there is a divine order that can't be tampered with. Just like your breath is a divine order that can't be tampered with. Your frequency is a divine order that can't be tampered with. Your configuration is a divine order that can't be tampered with. Your DNA is a divine order that can't be tampered with. Your location in the grid is a divine order that can't be tampered with. Every fucking thing is part of the divine order that can't be tampered with, including these situations. It's common sense. Common sense. Common sense, peeps. Honestly, the English countryside is some of the most, honestly, it's almost like a fairy tale, bro. So beautiful. Actually, I'm gonna take a picture. Fuck it. I'm not supposed to, because it's a stately home. And, but it's beautiful. What a beautiful place. Yeah. So, it's a divine order that can't be tampered with, bro. Just accept it, bro. Whether you accept it or not, nobody gives a fuck. It's what's going to happen. It's what's going to happen, bro. Oh my god, there's a lake as well. Oh my, this place is so beautiful. Wow. Honestly, it's like it's picturesque. This is the very definition of picturesque. I'm telling you, beautiful. Anyway, there's a divine order, bro. There's a divine order. Yeah? Because the neglected child will say, oh, my dad just neglected me, and this happened and that happened, and my mom neglected me, and okay. But you realize that you're speaking from the perspective of your skin suit. If you spoke from the perspective of your awareness, you realize that ultimately, if that child or that person, had the understanding, that they are not their body, but they are their awareness, they will understand that what is happening to them is they themselves happening to themselves. There will be an acceptance of it. That's why in many ways, when certain things happen, we say it's your test, it's your trial, it's your experience, it's your thing to ascend from. They're your unique set of circumstances that you are supposed to ascend from. Do we not say that? Because who else can actually fight those battles for you? Nobody. So it's just the way it is. It's just the way it is, bro. It is just the way it is. But anyway, so that's what karma is, bro. Because it's not like you and your, because human beings are so fucking stupid, you know. They lack a wider perspective in many cases, you know. I would say 80% of the time their perspective is very narrow. It's very me, my body, stuff, right? But in actual fact, what tends to happen is people should recognize that they are not their bodies, because their bodies are just the things that they experience in this place through. Yeah. So ultimately, if you're born, you know, with a silver spoon, or not born with a silver spoon, or whatever the case may be, right? That's your configuration. That's your reality that you're born into, right? There is nobody, nowhere, know how that can adjust that, or should even try to adjust that, because when you try and adjust that, you're not really going to achieve much. It's not really going to work. Bro, I'm just keeping it 10,000%. It's not going to work. Why do you think social services and all these things don't work? They don't achieve anything, you know. They don't achieve anything. They don't achieve anything. You know, oh yeah, we protected it. It's just like they pat themselves on the back for their own things, yeah? It's like, oh yeah, we were able to do that. But in actual fact, it's not really to solve any problems. Because some problems can't be solved. That's just the reality of it, bro. Some people have to die because they have subjected others to death. So they will have to experience what death is at the hands of another. Nobody can avoid it. We can have 10,000 police officers everywhere, 247, 10 days a week. People will still get killed. We can have the same, people will still get stolen from, people will still get robbed because they have robbed. People will still get heartbroken because they've broken hearts. People will, whatever. These are facts, bro. Like, I mean, they're uncomfortable truths, but they are truths nonetheless. You know, the human tends to think, not the human animal. Let me qualify the statement. The human animal tends to think that by navigating the complexity in a clever way, he might be able to evade the punishment. So I'm going to build myself a big tower and then build a moat around it and a wall around it so my enemies can't get me. It'll be your own son that'll rise up and kill you in that castle, bro. We've seen it happen many times. Have you heard of Absalom? You know? It'll be your own servant, your own fucking wife, girlfriend, partner. Because your wife, girlfriend, partner are all just props in the story of your life. And your life hasn't finished. Even though you've died many times, your life hasn't finished. Okay? Life is still ongoing. And it will keep going until such time that the human animal awakens from his slumber and realizes that he's not an animal, but he's a god trapped in an animal suit. It's a fact, bro. It's a fact. Yes, there will be circumstances and situations that just don't make sense and it feels unfair. But it feels unfair from your perspective. Let me qualify that once again, your limited perspective. In Africa, we have a saying that the old man, when the old man lays down on the floor, lays down flat, yeah, he can still see further into the distance than a young man that's standing upright. Don't let that go over your heads, bro. That deep African wisdom, bro. Don't let that go over your heads. You know, life is an ongoing process. It hasn't ended. Yes, You've died many times. And I keep telling you, those of you that are here now, in this present moment with me, you died, bro. Because resonance, okay, thank you. You died many times, bro. As have I. But yet, here we are. Because the story is not finished. So when anything happens to you, this is why all the masters will tell you, acceptance, accept it. Someone slaps you across the face, turn the other cheek. What do you think that means? Because you slapped another. So when you get slapped, don't retaliate, bro. Give him your other cheek, actually. And square off the balance. These are facts, bro. These are facts. You're attacking a two-way mirror, bro. You're attacking a two-way mirror. Yes, you may get away with it, bro. That's what I'm saying. You might feel like you've got away with it, and you might have a happy life, and then you die, and nothing happened. You kept all your gold. You kept, you won. You kept all the XP points. It's fine, but you died. Yeah, you will die because you can't escape that one. Yeah, the great equalizer, and you come back, but this time in a different suit. But here's the beauty of consciousness. This is why and how you know the majesty of God, the true magnificence of God. You will be born in another body with no memories, but you see, the same way you love yourself, and you love yourself so much that when somebody stepped on your toe, you attacked them and poured acid on them, and you went at the mirror like a crazed lion, ripping your head off and shit like that. See that attachment you have? That same being born in another body has that very same attachment to their body, and it's you, but just with a different identity. It's got just a different, maybe you might have a different color, different hair texture, different eyes, different voice, different whatever, but it's you, bro. So that thing that you did to that person in this timeline, and you died and gone, the game is still ongoing, and that child will pay. And there is nothing anybody can do about it. Because you have to experience it. Because you are experiencing yourself. So my gangsters and my roadmen out there, bro, pat yourselves on the back. That knife you put into that guy's belly, bro, just as the sun rises in the east, bro, you will feel the fucking coldness of that blade right in your stomach. It might not be in his body, but it'll be in another one. You will feel the coldness of that blade right inside that very same spot. And the crazy thing is, you might even be in a position where it might even be, do you know what? I'm not even going to go there. You'll feel it, bro. You will feel it. This whole experience that we're in is a story, bro. The never-ending story, in fact. Bro, I've lived on both sides. I've done everything. I've seen it all, yeah? Trust me on this one. I know I'm young, but trust me. Trust me. Believe me, actually. So, yeah, man. Whatever you've done to another, you'll experience it. In fact, the best thing you can do in this life, and this, I'm going to give you a tip, because I know the conversation feels a bit macabre, but in actual fact, the best thing you can do is to pray, yeah, that you experience your karma and balance it in this life. Bro, trust me. Whilst you got vigor and strength, youth and vitality, pray for it. Don't run away from the test. Pray for the tests. Pray that they come, and let them come in quick succession. That's what I did, bro. And literally, God consciousness grabbed my head and put my face in the meat grinder, bro. Bzzz. I was like, what the fuck? I didn't do that. Yeah, you did. put my face in the meat grinder constantly, took it out. I catch my breath, I'm like, oh, it's finished now. Again. Do you understand? You know, I had a very strange upbringing, a very strange childhood, a very strange life. You know, not negative. It was actually really good, but it almost reads like a story, because it's a story. And I'm sure many of you have the same things, you know, just didn't make sense. It's like, how did, you know, most of you are like literal glitches, you know. It's almost like you got transported into some strange place. Like, how the fuck am I, how are these people even my family members, and how are these people my friends? How am I here? Bro, there are geniuses born in the bush and stuff like that. And it's like, how does it happen? How did it, all this stuff, right? It's not, because it's part of the story, bro. Like, okay, you were placed in position A, you fucked it up, you died, you've come back. Okay, so now you've respawned some random place on the grid. Yeah? And the test will come. Firstly, you will have to experience your reality. You know? You have to experience your reality. So if you neglected your children, you will be neglected as a child. I'm just telling you the facts, bro. You know? And the crazy thing is, as you grow up, you will get presented with the opportunity once again to make that choice. There's a very, very pertinent reason why the red and blue pills were shown to you in the Matrix. Because it's all about choice. It's all about choice. It's all about choice. That's what the game is about. Choosing. No, I'm not gonna do that. Am I gonna? No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. See that conversation? That's consciousness speaking to you. Or you speaking to consciousness, your animal. Trying to justify your foolishness. If you do things in secret, by some stroke of like improbable magic, the biggest torchlight or spotlight will be put on you, and it will blow your mind how it happened. Don't let it blow your mind, bro. Don't let it blow your mind. That's what life is. You are interacting with a mirror. See, when people look in mirrors and it's like exactly the reality, they can balance it. Oh, it's a mirror. But you look at the world and it's exactly your state of mind, exactly the reality. But they somehow square it off as, oh, but that's the world. It's not the fucking world. It's your fucking reality. It's your internal just being beamed out to you. In the same way you've woken up this morning, yeah, I've woken up this morning, had a beautiful walk in the woods, you know, gone past a lake and seen some really beautiful picturesque shit. So, you know, somebody's, you know, probably by the nice coffee machine, somebody's making a smoothie somewhere. Somebody's fucking having to wake up in some shit. Do you think anybody can adjust that or tweak? No, we can't. It's just the way it is. It's their state of mind, your state of awareness, bro. That's the keyhole. And it's a divine order. Nobody can tamper with it. Chill out. Chill out. Chill out. You love to criticize people. You will be criticized in beautiful style. Just a matter of time. You feel what it's like to be criticized. Brother, I'm just being 1000% with you, bro. You can believe what you want. I'm not fussed. Me, I'm not fussed, bro. Exactly. People say, oh, it's the Aquarian age. All truth shall be revealed. It's got nothing, I don't really think it has much to do with the age. I think it has everything to actually do with the state of awareness that the collective has reached. You know? When we start to live in truth, the world has to reflect truth. And many of us have started to live in truth. I lived in lies for fucking years, bro. So at some point you start to change. You see your reality. You have to live in truth, bro. You have to live in truth. Honest truth. True, 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 true. Like truly true. Yeah, not bullshit truth. Okay? Best way to save yourself. When a situation comes up, because that's all that's happening. Nothing's actually happening but a situation coming up from inside of you. And you see in the mirror, don't react, bro. Because you react with anger, violence. You're creating more karma for your own self to experience, bro. You're not creating it for another person. You didn't hurt that person. You're hurting you. You didn't, let me say that one more time. You didn't hurt that person. Hurting that person is an idea in your mind. Even when they die, you've stabbed somebody or you've shot someone, poisoned someone, done whatever, dropped a bomb, whatever, killed them. It's a confirmed kill, yeah? But it's an idea in your mind. Because you're not in that body to know what actually transpires after death. Are you? And you can't be. What if I told you that the minute that you did that with that person, you just went and you woke up somewhere else? Woke up from a dream. Somewhere else. Fucking hell, bro, some guy just... You wake up from the dream and you can believe what you want to believe. Ah, God. The sense of humor is impeccable. So whatever you think you did to the other person, it's in your mind, bro. And I did this and I fucking... And who are you even telling, bro? Who are you telling? Who are you telling? We live in a time where people actually make songs glorifying killing other people. Like, yeah, did it... Bro, imagine. Imagine. But then, when the collective accept these things as it's only entertainment, and it reflects out in their screen, and their reality starts to crumble under the weight of degeneracy, they think it's an external thing. Oh, it's immigrants. Oh, it's the government policies. I'm telling you, intelligence, man. Intelligence is lacking, bro. It's lacking. Lacking. When I say true intelligence, it's lacking. Honestly, if you have discerning eyes, you look around, it's lacking, bro. It's lacking. Lacking. Seriously. You know? Imagine scamming people. Yeah? And then thinking you're gonna get away with it. It blows my mind, bro. It blows my mind, bro. It blows my mind, bro. It blows my mind. It blows my mind. There's nothing permanent here. You can scam and scam and scam, build that fucking luxury house, And do you know how the fucking thing will get balanced? It will balance in a way. Look, I've known people that have done crazy numbers doing all sorts of fucking shady deals, yeah? And something will happen and something will transpire in your life and they'll literally sell the things they've acquired for peanuts. Peanuts. Or people will just end up taking it from them. I'm telling you, bro. And when that happens, bro, I think you need to really accept it with grace, because you're actually lucky that it's not, at least it's squared off in this lifetime. So you're good. You've got a chance to actually, rebuild from there and live in truth. You cannot fight the mirror and win. You're a human. You have to go to sleep. God doesn't sleep. So it's a fight that you can't win. Ever. Because a third of the time you're not even here. So how can you win a fight that 1/3 of the time you literally get plugged out against something that's on all the time? You can never fucking win, bro. And coincidentally, that thing is the most powerful thing ever. This is why the ancients will tell you, especially in the land of Kemet, the program that is Kemet, they'll tell you your heart has to weigh, they weigh your heart against a feather. If not, you're coming back. Until you figure that out. That is the game. That is the game, bro. And when people reach that state where they're literally working towards that, it reflects, you feel it. They don't even have to tell you anything. You just know. Because you are consciousness just like them, but you just feel the energy signature is totally different. You know it. You feel it. You feel it, bro. Oof. So, yeah, bro. Choose wisely. Choose your actions and words, thoughts and deeds very wisely, bro. Okay? Because whatever that, if your heart has any excess weight on it, you'll come back and have to burn it off. And you keep burning it off until you reach that point where you've attained singularity once again. Because a heart that weighs that does weight against a feather, what is it? It's non-physical. You've reached a state of singularity. You're one with everything. You're not even here. You have no weight. You have no tethers to this place. And that burning process will only happen to your physical, to your keyhole. So think of it this way. You look through the keyhole, you come round one, you fuck it up. They'll put a fire, yeah, in that keyhole and expand it a little bit more because you're not getting it. And it's the keyhole that's going to suffer, not the viewer. And then you have round two, you don't get it. They'll keep doing that until you get it. Until you get it. Until you get it. That's why for me, when somebody tells me their story, I used to be the kind of person when people tell me their story, I'm like, oh man, I feel for you. No. There's a very specific reason that happened to you. No. Who am I gonna, what are we arguing about? I'm not gonna sit and argue with God, bro. Fuck. So God got everything right, but then got you wrong. And bro, let's not fuck around, man. God got everything right. Yeah, the grass, the birds, the bees, the moles, the fucking pheasants, the foxes, the badgers, you know, the stinging nettles, sunflowers, strawberries, apples, pears, everything. Got everything right, but got you wrong. You're dumb. You're experiencing it because you did it. And nobody is doing it to you. You're just identifying and labeling props in your own story. It's your own self. Yeah? In the story of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, that witch and Snow White are one and the same because they are in the same reality. It's one bubble. Yeah? It's one reality bubble. And even when we go into the witch's reality bubble, you're still in there. It's all the interconnectedness of everything, bro. Hey, me, I feel no way about what you went through, bro. You woke up today in the present moment anyway. It didn't happen. It's just part of your story. It's your reality. It's what you have to beam out and experience. You're the one that keeps going back in your fucking mind and giving it color and bringing it into 4K, 1080p, living it. Yeah, but I've got scars on my body. Okay. Whatever you say, bro. Whatever you say. Yeah, at this time, I'm talking to people. At this point, I'm speaking to people that have graduated. You know, kindergarteners and children. Go and talk to the manifestation gurus and book your one-to-one sessions. Yeah, go and talk to them. Here we do serious stuff. Go and book your call, your consultation. Go and book your consultation and let them teach you how to create money. How you can create paper. Worthless pieces of paper, backed by nothing. Go and let them teach you. Don't come here. Here's initiates level, yeah? So that's what it is. So in actual fact, whatever thing that transpired, although it's in your reality bubble, at the same time, it didn't actually happen. It's so crazy, bro. You just have to, you're here to navigate it. Yeah? It's in your reality bubble, so the experience is there. It's in your thing, your configuration. I've explained it. It's in there. It's in there. It's in there. Pain is only physical, guys, yeah? Live in a physical, experience pain. Ascend the physical, pain doesn't exist. Go and run a marathon or do any physical thing, zone out of your body and see if you feel anything. So anyway, you come back to the body, it's like, lactic acid. Zone out, whoop. Stillness. The body's just working. It's the meaning you're giving to things, bro. Okay? Man, listen to that. I love this, you know. Just birds. Nothing else. Beautiful. So, bro, may your hearts be as light as a feather. May you treat all people, all others, as you treat yourself, in the full recognition and understanding that all is one. Okay? And all is one, one being the all, yeah? You are just the experiencer. Be kind. When the tests come, accept them. Don't rage against the test. Don't. What legal right do you even have? The word legal is just arbitrary, please. We know. Human bollocks. What right do you have to actually rage against God for a situation? What right? Tell me. What do you think gives you the right to question your experience? What do you think? Humor me. Humor me, please. What do you think? What right do you have for you to say, why am I going through this? What right? What right, bro? I give you 10,000 years, but in actual fact, you have none, okay? If you're comparing yourself to another person, you're living in flesh. Oh, but why did you get them and you didn't have a stupid fuck? Accept it, bro. You've been an asshole before. See, this is the thing. You know, this is why when many people have the NDE thing, or they die and shit like that, they come back and they realize, because sometimes they get shown, you know, if you're lucky enough, you get shown your bullshit from other timelines, you know. Some people get put into the actual bodies for a short period of time. See, the thing is, when you actually have the NDE, time phases out, yeah? Time just goes somewhere, yeah? The whole thing can happen in 3 seconds. But yeah, you'll be gone for, in your mind, what feels like maybe 2 months. You know? Full conversations. Full unlocked levels of understanding. In 3 seconds. You know? And that's what the Christians try to describe as Judgment Day. You know? It's not God that's judging anybody. God doesn't have time. You are God. You are judging your own self. You yourself are embarrassed of what you did. You yourself are embarrassed. It's like, bro. Fuck. Shit. Okay. And usually you birth yourself again. So you come and square the karma off. Opportunity arises again. The same thing happens. You navigate it better. That's what life is, bro. But if you want to experience high levels of woe and pain, let the situation present itself and make the same choice again. You marvel. You marvel at the complexity of your punishment that the body will experience. You will marvel, bro, because you've let the body, the flesh, override consciousness once again. You see something. Life is not complicated, bro. It's not complicated. If we all lived in truth, honesty and kindness, this place would be so fucking chill, bro. And we accept our tests, like, okay, alright, cool, this is what it is, it's fine, cool. I probably did it to somebody. Not probably, you did it, but, you know, I did it. I'm experiencing it. It's cool. I have to pay for it. That's what the whole generational thing is, because it's no I mean, what generational fucking cares a generation? It's you, bro. You are your generation. Go and research the meaning, the etymology of the word generation, and you will understand what generation actually means. Regeneration, from which we get the word gene. So yeah, bro. Endure your pain as well. Endure your suffering. Endure it, bro. Endure it. You're not gonna die. Endure it. If you die, you die. Cool. You're not that important, bro. Chill out. If you die, you die. But endure your suffering. Endure it. You're not better than anybody. You're not better than anybody. It's all unique perspectives of one thing. If we all have unique perspectives of one thing, we're all looking at one thing, but we're all different angles. How can you tell me that you're better than me? How can you tell me to come and follow you? How? How, Sway? How, bro? We're all looking through different keyholes, yeah, at the same thing, and you're telling me that yours is better than me, so I should come and, bro. Yeah, be kind, bro. Don't lash out, people. Don't lash out. You're not punishing them, bro. You're punishing yourself. You're just fucking racking up your own karma. It's an intricate play, I know, and it's complicated, but it was never going to be easy putting a god in an animal suit, bro. It was never going to be an easy game. You know? And it's not that, it's just transpiring in the mind of God anyway. So just balance it out, and just because you can't win, you know, you can't win being a demon, you can't win being you can't. There's no way you can win. There's no way you can win, because your true nature is actually truth and love. That's your true pure nature. Yeah. So if you're working in opposition to your true nature, how can you win? It's like a fish. Your true nature is aquatic, yeah? The aquatic beings. How can a fish go against its true nature, bro? How, bro? Now I'm gonna go in the desert, bro. You die every time. Every time. Yeah, you might do 4 or 5 seconds, you die. Maybe next time 7 seconds, you will die. You keep dying. Even if you're able to fucking stay for 1 minute, the end result is the same. In fact, let me be generous. Let's say you actually stay on the fucking other side, the desert, for 15 hours. Yeah? Even 2 weeks. In the desert, it's not you're not your natural territory, yeah? You're not your natural state. It's just suffering, bro. It's just suffering. You're stroking your own ego. You're stroking your animal mind. Yeah, I did it. Okay. The end result will always be the same, bro. The sun will always rise in the east, wherever you are on this fucking grid. Okay? 1 + 1 will always equal 2. So yeah. And all these people that are fucking whining about fucking narcissism. Oh my god. They're narcissists, and they had knocks around me, knocks. You're a narcissist. The fuck? You're the biggest narcissist there is. That's why you're experiencing them. Your reality gets guys. Okay. You are the narcissist. You are the narcissist. Prime. Big one. The mother of all of them. That's you. Who are you talking to about these narcissists, bro? Who? And people gotta support them. Oh yeah, I had the same, I had a knock in my life, and they fucking You are the narcissist, bro. You are the narcissist that was narcissistic to somebody, so that's why you're experiencing the narcissism. But at the same time, you are also still a narcissist because you're still obsessed with the image and the screen, and you're whining about it rather than addressing it and figuring out, why is this happening? What do you think is going to happen? You're going to kill all the narcissists in the world? Or what do you think is going to happen? No. Let me do this a little bit. Jedis, please, let me sidebar. What the fuck do you think is going to happen by you talking about these quote unquote narcissists? You think it's going to make them change? It's gonna what, shame them and embarrass them into not being a narcissist? Or is that gonna make you whole? Or are you self-absorbed just like they are, and making a whole charade and a dance and song about your whole experience, broadcasting it to the screen, which you are obsessed about, yeah, looking for some sort of reaction from the screen, because your state of awareness is so fucking low that you think that other people sympathizing with you, yeah, and validating your experience is somehow valuable. You are a stupid motherfucker. Wake up. You're a fool. Bro, over here we don't fuck around. And we're still undefeated. Facts. Avoid personality cults like the plague, guys. Avoid them. Avoid them, please. Make sure. You are equally God. Okay? I am is part of you, okay? Don't let some asshole come and tell you, yeah. In fact, don't let even me tell you nothing, yeah? I told you, I'm not your fucking teacher, bro. I'm really not. I'm not here to teach you shit. I'm just here to make you aware. If you listen, you listen. If you don't listen, I don't give a fuck. I'm doing my own internal work. Because I have to lift things myself. I've got work to do. I've got work to do myself. So, yeah. That's the truth. So that's karma. That's karma for you in a nutshell. It's quite a big nutshell actually, but yeah. So that's karma. So in summary, what did we cover? It's a two-way mirror. Action and reaction, one and the same. Yeah? What you put out is what you're gonna get. Because it can't go any other place. Okay? It's just the way it is. It's just the way it is, you know? It can't go any other place. Okay? If you think it can go any other place, you're not intelligent enough. Go and watch Teletubbies. 2. Whatever you can see from your limited perspective of the suffering of others, of another person, a terrible situation that a person is experiencing, all the rest of it, blah 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 blah. Yeah, it is something. It's a bed they made for themselves. Okay, that doesn't mean don't help another person, because help is that doesn't mean don't help people or don't sympathize, but don't try and fight their battles for them. Don't try and save anybody. They have to save themselves. You're not God. Yeah, well, you are in physical form, but you are not. You're taking your own exam, yeah? So focus on your exam paper. Don't go and look on their exam paper trying to help them, because that's not, you're only gonna fuck your shit up, bro. And in fact, they'll drag you into hell, because the reason why they are coming with the whole sob story is because they still don't want to actually do the work. They actually want to have somebody carry the weight for them. That's why they're coming with the sob stories. These are facts, bro. Yeah? Be generous, be kind, turn the other cheek and stuff, but don't do another person's exam for them, because you have your own work to do, okay? Focus on your exam. And your exam's not finished until you leave this place. Yeah? Sympathize a little bit, but everyone has to carry their own cross, okay? You put down your cross and help another person carry their cross, you will end up further behind on your own journey. This is a fact. Carry your own fucking cross, bro. Carry your own cross. May your heart be as light as a feather. What fruit is this? It looks really strange. May your heart be as light as a feather, okay? Make sure that you empty yourself here, yeah? Balance all the accounts, balance all the books. Goodness, kindness, do it all. Like, balance the books, bro. Square it all off. And then, at that point, you know that you've given 100% in your exam paper, you'll be good. There are no enemies. The enemy is yourself. There are no ops. Stupid fuckers. I can't stand them. There are no ops. There are no enemies. There are no, you know, imagine grown men. Like grown men wearing bandanas and I'm a this gang or that gang, or I'm a fucking this motorcycle gang or that. Bro, you're pathetic. Yeah? Park all that bullshit, bro. The beauty of the whole game is, if you're alive right now, you're in the present moment, which means that you can start right now. Literally. If there's somebody you're blocking, somebody you're harming, somebody, fix it. Right now. Fix it. If you die in the process, you die. You're not that important, I've told you. That's the honest truth. Because you will die anyway, and you come back and pay for it. So maybe it'll be easier to just die standing, okay? Rather than dying on your knees. Because when you don't have the information as to why you're dying, it's harder to deal with it. You can't even brace yourself. You know? Anyway. What the fuck? 1 hour? Shit. Anyway. Later. Well, the file's clearly not finished downloading. But let's say you were adamant that you were perfect. You're adamant. You didn't do anything to deserve this? How the fuck has this happened to you? You know? Or maybe you were born an orphan, yeah? It wasn't your fault. You don't have parents, yeah? You were born into these, like, shocking situations, right? It's not your fault. Just an innocent child and something bad happened to you. It's not your fault. You're perfect. Like, that position is flawed for a couple of reasons. Let me show you. Firstly, you're making a huge assumption that you're perfect just because you are a child or innocent. Innocence does not necessarily mean that you're not guilty of doing certain things. You might be innocent of, like, stealing, yeah? But maybe you actually are a murderer, yeah? So you're guilty in that way. Nobody's perfect. In the animalistic world, nobody's perfect. We are born innocent in the sense that we are pure, yeah? But we have imperfections within us. Not only that, you're also assuming that you being born, this is your first go around here. And I'm going to show you that that's not the case. I've spoken about reincarnation before. Even from the kind of like religious standpoint, there are actual scientists that have done work on reincarnation and proving it to be true. Yeah? People born in, people coming back with stories, people coming back with scars, specific birthmarks, people coming back with knowledge, information, people knowing things that they shouldn't know, and stuff like that. So that in itself confirms that there is a loop of sorts. Yeah? So on those two premises alone, and these are not just like any fucking, I'm not just talking any old shit. These are things you can't argue with anyway. Yeah? So on that basis alone, there are two solid positions that prove that you are actually not innocent as you think. So what's happening to you is happening for a reason. The third reason, as I mentioned earlier on, is the divine order. So when you're railing and you're raging against God, what the fuck is you are talking shit, bro. Because you threw a rock, you hit your hand, and a rock came out of nowhere and blasted you in the head. Bow! You're like, I didn't do anything, what the fuck? That's what's basically happened. Okay? That's basically what's happened. Karma is part of the divine order. I told you, once we go into the inner sanctum, we're not fucking around. We're talking about existence itself. Yeah? It's part of the divine order. Yeah? There's a reason why that tree grew over there. There's a reason why that bush grew over there. There's a reason why that is over there. There's a reason why everything is. Because God just is. Yeah? So if you just are, and this is your situation, there's a reason for it. Okay? Maybe you're an orphan, but maybe in another timeline, an orphan was put in your care and you mistreated them. So guess what? Okay. Maybe in another timeline, you were a wealthy king, and instead of actually being attentive to your kids, you decided to just give them money and go off doing your other shit. Guess what? You'll be born in that same situation. It might not be a royal court, but it will mimic it in many ways. Even if it's in the ghetto, it'll mimic it. They're ghetto rich people, bro. It'll mimic it. You won't have that father there. You have everything else, but he won't be there. And it will leave a wound inside of you. Like, what? Because that wound inside of you is a wound that you inflicted on the screen. And there is nobody on the screen but yourself. So when you inflict a wound, it's happened to you. Yeah? It's happened to you. But because of the time lag in this dimension, it might take 100 years for the wound to appear from your perspective. In your perspective. Get it? That's how it works. So turn the other cheek, bro. Bro, like, when people have done things to me that I realize that, you know what, maybe I've done that too, you know. So I try and be compassionate. It's hard. It's fucking hard. But do it anyway. Because in the same way the time lag and everything works, that kindness, it might take time. But it's yours. It's yours. It's no one else's. Okay? Because there's nobody else here.